Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I have been asked to introduce this session this afternoon. Today, teacher, I should say, not Kun, Teacher Edgar will be teaching us about ClassDojo, which I'm sure will be very helpful to all of us. And he's also asked me to mention that Teacher Sheena will be acting as a mentor to help all of us through this as well. Okay, so I will hand over to you, Teacher Edgar, in a moment. But just a reminder, please make sure that your microphones are all switched off. Please make sure that you've got water to drink. And if you need anything to do really quickly, I'd suggest you do it right now because Teacher Edgar is going to start. Thank you, Teacher Edgar.
Hi, thank you, Teacher David. Hi, welcome. Thank you for coming over this afternoon. And as Teacher David said, we're going to have the ClassDojo. Okay, and before we start, I would like to mention also that if you have questions, please write it down in the group chat. Teacher Shena will take down all those questions. And then after I give you the ClassDojo presentation, Teacher Shena will help me answer those questions because Teacher Shena is the ClassDojo mentor in the ClassDojo Kajongket Patana. Okay, so I hope you get that. I'm going to start. Okay, so welcome to ClassDojo. We're going to have here the objectives for today. So first, we're going to determine what ClassDojo is. We're going to identify its features, walk through ClassDojo, and determine how to use it. Okay, after that, we're gonna have question and answer. Okay, so let's try to go back to the basic. So when you search at Google, you will see this search results from Wikipedia. ClassDojo is educational technology communication app and website. So communication app, you can communicate to the parents, to the students, okay? And also in EdSurge, the website said it's the online behavior management system intended to foster a positive students' behavior. So in ClassDojo, all classroom tools are there in one pack. I think that's the reason why Kajongket Management chose this, because most of the tools that we need in the classroom are there in the ClassDojo. Like for example, the class management tool, we have the communication and collaboration tools in the ClassDojo. So in the classroom management, we can use the classroom feature of the ClassDojo as well as the portfolio to manage the class. And we can communicate to the parents using class story, school story, messages like the Facebook Messenger, and we can communicate also to the students through their portfolio. Okay, and we can collaborate with our fellow teachers because if we have the school directory complete, you can ask a teacher to, or you can invite teacher to be a co-teacher in your class. You can see there your school leader, and you can see also the school mentor, as well as you can communicate and collaborate with the parents, okay? So in our online class, we can communicate and collaborate well with our parents and as well as our students and fellow teachers. So that's why it's good to use ClassDojo. Okay, so I think how to sign up, you go to ClassDojo, create an account. Okay, so we will just get this one. Okay, so once you have created account, you search for your school so that you will be connected to the school and find it there. For example, you're gonna find the Kajongket Patana, you search there, and you will see the Kajongket Patana. Okay, so in other schools, I hope you already have the ClassDojo account, and somebody will be the school leader to create that one. And once you see that, then you can connect. Okay. So okay, so the end result after you sign up is this one. Okay. Now we will go, as I said, we'll go through the ClassDojo features. So we will tackle first the environment of the ClassDojo. So once you are signed up and you verified your account, you will see this. Okay, so here is the account setting on the right side. Okay, and next is, this is the school, and this one is the resources. So if you want to learn more, you can just go to the website and then go to the resources there. You will learn a lot from there. Okay, and we have also here all the classes that you made. Okay, so that's the different parts of the ClassDojo home environment. Okay, so let's go to the details, some of the important thing there. So once you sign up, you have to log in using the verified email account that you use when you sign up. Okay, and then you click on login, you go to the environment. Now here on the right side, you see your account. When you click the picture, you can change it. Okay, when you click on that, you can see this account settings. You can change the picture if you like. Okay, and then from start, of course, there's no picture, so you have to add that. And the role, you can change the role from teacher. If you are a school leader, you change to school leader. You can change the password. You can change the language, the messaging. If you want quiet hours, you don't want to be disturbed, and during weekends, you don't want to be disturbed, you can click that one so that it will be notified with your cell phone. And we have the advanced setting where you can use the active accounts and see all the accounts devices, and also where you want to delete the account is here. Okay, so this is where you delete the account if you want to delete the account. Okay, so that's the account setting. Now we go to the school. You will see here school story, where if you want to publish your classroom story to the entire school, okay, so that the parents can see outside your class, the parents outside your class can see, you can put it there. So you can reach the families, okay, by searching the students, okay, like this. Okay, you can search also your fellow teachers. Okay, so in this school story, you can invite teachers. This account is just new, so I don't have yet other teachers yet, but I'm planning to add DE teachers for this, so we can monitor the DE classes. And then, so once you want to invite teachers, you click on that, and first name, last name, and email of the teachers, invite teachers to be in your ClassDojo account directory. Okay, so if you are the the school administrator, you have the privilege to do this one. Okay, so adding students, you can add here, and you can import student list. You have the list of students, so that it will be easy. Okay, so that's the account settings. Okay, you can, and then there's also an account setting in the top. You refer teacher, change school, and you can log out. So the same thing on the account setting that I told you. Okay, so we can ask for help, teachers help desk, and email support. So usually when I start using this, I keep on uh, emailing the emails. I use the email support to ask questions to help me setting up this ClassDojo. Okay, so let's go to the next. So that is how to. Okay, if you have question again, Teacher Shena will take down those questions. So sorry that in this case I need to go through all the PowerPoint presentation, and then later I'm gonna go back to those questions and answer it. Okay, so let's proceed. Thank you for your understanding. So how to create a class, add students, add groups. So as I said, ClassDojo is a classroom management tool. So here you can create a class. Okay, so let's watch this. So add a class, create new class, write the name of the class here. For example, P4/3 ESC sample, and which level is that, and then what kind of sharing do you want? Share only the positive points or only the all points, or you don't want to share anything. Okay, so now it's you will see that it's there's a new class being created. Okay, you can edit the class. Okay, click on the settings here in the info. If you don't like the picture, you can change the picture. You can change the grade if you click it wrong. Okay, you can also connect to parents. Here you write the email of the parents and invite, and it will go straight to the inbox of the parents' email. You can also connect to students here if there are missing students. Okay, and you can also send them the login. Okay, and you can also add co-teachers in your class. This is how the Thai teacher did it in the Kajongket Patana. They use this one to invite the teachers in the Kajongket Patana. Okay, so and finish the class. This is how you're going to. Now, there's no delete in the ClassDojo, but there are two ways you can archive the class. Okay, where the students will be kept, or graduate class means they will be removed from the directory of the school, a ClassDojo school. Okay, so that's how to add or edit the class. That we will now go to adding students. So add students here in the class P4/3. So click on the plus sign, add the first name and the last name. That's the first way on how to add. If you have already directory of the students, just type there. Or if that's the new students, you can write the name of first name and last name and click on the plus sign to add the students. And there you go. Okay, or you can search it in the school directory. Once you write the name, all the names there, starting from the letter that you wrote, will be displayed there. If it's moving to in your class, then you can click it and move it there and click save. Okay, so that's how to add students. But the easy way is to import, okay, to copy and paste from the word processing or Microsoft Word. Okay, so what you're going to do is to get ready of the list of your names there, copy, right click and copy it. And then you are going to go back to ClassDojo, paste it, import the list, and then here you will see all the names. You can flip the first name if they're wrong and click save to finish, and you see added students. Okay, or you can use the Excel. Okay, if you have Microsoft Excel list of names, and you can still the same with the Microsoft Word, you can copy and paste it. Okay, the same process. You import, you check on the name, flip if they're wrong, save it, and done. Okay, so that's how you're going to add students in the ClassDojo. Okay, so you will see there all the students. Okay, now aside from that, you can group the students in your class if you want groupings. Okay, you can also group it there. Oh, by the way, you can remove the students by going to the options and remove students here. Okay, so if you want to change something with a name, you click on the first name and last name, or connect to the parents. And if you want to delete, click the remove students from the class. Okay, so it will not remove from the directory, but it will only remove from the class. Okay, so groupings. So we will add group, click on the groups, add group, and write the name of the group in the box. Group name, example, Team America. Okay, write the name, choose the students there, okay, and create group. And there you are, there's the Team America. Okay, if you want another group, click add group. Okay, now if you want to add something there, like you need to add students, you edit the group, or you can delete the group if there's something wrong. So to add it, click the name and add, and done. If you want to delete the group. Okay, so the confirmation to delete the group. Okay, that's how to delete a group in the ClassDojo. Okay, so we are done with creating the class and adding students, and then we can group the students. Okay, so let's go to the next. So if you're done with setting up all your students, I think in the Kajongit Patana, all the Thai teachers already did those one. So we have now the class, but I don't know with the other schools. Now in this video, I'm going to show you how to use the classroom management tools. Okay, so this is the class P4/3. At the bottom, you will see the toolkit. Okay, so you see timer, where you can set timer for the class to do something and give them seconds. Okay, and then you can also another tool is the random, means who wants to choose whose students you want to answer. So you can use that one. Okay, so another is group maker, automatically group the students into 5, for example. Then the whole class will have that. Okay, so that's the group maker tool in the ClassDojo. Noise meter is to determine if there's a sound. Okay, so if the class is very loud, then the noise meter will be high. Here it's now 0. Okay, so that's the noise meter. Direction, you can write direction here. You can write new direction or instruction, or if you already saved something, you can here do like to multiply fraction. Here's the example of an instruction that I wrote. Okay, so you can write it here. Think, pair, and share. If you know how to use this activity, you can write a new question, or there are questions already there. You can use that one for that activity. Okay, so today, usually we do write this on our board. We have also that one in the ClassDojo. Music, if while the students are doing something, you can play music while having that. Okay, so that's how those are the tools in the toolkit in the ClassDojo. So those are just some of the tools. Another is the attendance here. You see when you click attendance, you can do mark all absent or mark all present. Red is absent, green is present, and you can select who's absent today and click save attendance if you're done. Okay, and then you will see that's it becomes gray, the color becomes gray. That means they are absent. Okay, so if you want to view the attendance, you click on that, and then attendance, you will see here there are students who are absent in these dates. Okay, so once you click the save there, it will be automatically be recorded, and you can view that one. Next is, okay, you can select multiple students here and give feedback, means ClassDojo points, using that button. Okay. Next, we have random, who can have points by random, and another timer here, or you can have stopwatch and countdown. Okay. And then we have these big ideas. Big ideas are a curriculum created by the ClassDojo. These are okay, these are the social and emotional learning curriculum. Okay, so here in ClassDojo, if you want to teach the students about social and emotional learning skills, we have this growth mindset, perseverance, empathy, gratitude, mindfulness, mood and swing, okay, big challenges and all those things. Okay, so you can use that. In my class, I use mindfulness to make the students ready before using the computer, because usually they are very hyper, especially after their lunch. So I use this one. So the students will be ready for the class. Okay, so I just use the 2 minutes mindfulness. You're gonna close their eyes and follow the instructions here. And then for me, in most of my classes, this uh, this is very effective. Okay, so that's the SEL, okay, social and emotional learning. Okay, so you can continue the process here, but in my case, you can even share it that you did that one. But in my case, I only do the 2 minutes lesson mindfulness, okay, in my class. Okay, so that's about the tools. Okay, now let's go through the feedbacks. Okay, one of the good thing or features in the ClassDojo is the feedbacks. So when we give feedbacks, especially positive ones, we are making the class have a positive environment. Okay, so if you give encouragement to those who are working hard, okay, and we will give dojo points for this, for their behavior, good behavior. Okay, so we are encouraging the students to do good. Okay, so gonna give points. So we have positive points here, example, helping others, on task, participating. But we also have the skills where we need to work out. Okay, so some students are disrespectful, but we are encouraged to do the positive thing. So okay, but in some cases maybe those needs work is important. Okay, so how to give whole class? You just click the whole class. If you want to give points for the group only, then award that to the group. Okay, like this. Okay, you can also um, give it to individual, not just group. Okay, and you can edit. Okay, if you want to change something, you add a positive behavior here. You can change and write the name and give points there. Okay, and click save. Okay, and to make it fast, you import the skills you already made in other classes and import it there. It will automatically be displayed all the dojo points there, and you don't need to do it by class. Okay, so view reports. Okay, whatever you give points there, it will be displayed here on the reports. Okay, you can view the spreadsheet and print it and see, you can see the results of points that you gave to the students. Okay, if you want to reset, means go back to 0, select all and everything will be on. Okay, so that's feedback. You can also give feedback not by ClassDojo points, but also by like of your students' output, or you can write the comments on their outputs. Okay, so that's very effective feedback. They will be encouraged to do something if they are giving positive feedback. Okay, so how to write comment, write the comments there in the box just below the like, and then press enter, and there you will see it there. Okay, so this is the students' result. Okay, so that's giving feedback. Okay, so let's go to the next. We will go now to students' portfolio. Okay. According to Great Schools Partnership, school portfolio is a compilation of academic work. Okay, everything that you ask the students, everything that they do, and collect it and compile it, it's called student portfolio. But in ClassDojo, it is a place where you see all the students' work. Okay, so here's the portfolio, but before seeing the portfolio, you need to create an activity. So this is how to create activity of the students, like classwork, reflection, homeworks. Okay, so this is how you're going to create an activity for the students. Okay, first you have to describe the activity, and then make sure you know what students will submit. Okay, so you choose here from 4. So let's have an example. Okay, let's write about my home, and I will ask my students to write in text only. Okay, and give the specific instructions here below after the name. Okay, so like write 3 sentences about your house. Okay, so and make sure if you want the text entry only, make sure you click the text entry, click assign to class, and you will see here the bottom activities. You will now see the about my house. If you want voice recording, video recording, you choose the video recording, write the activity name, example, house tour. Okay, and then you write the instruction here. Okay, so example, okay, give us a tour. Okay, of your house. So example, if you're going to ask them to record a video, so check the video recording and then click on assign to class. We have now the second example here of the activity. Okay, let's add another one. The third kind of activity you can ask them is a photo. Okay, you describe the activity, the name of the activity. Okay, make sure that you click on the photo here. That means that the students will submit a photo. Okay, so example selfie, take a photo of yourself. And aside from taking picture, you can ask them to narrate or record their voice, because there's a voice narration in photo and in drawing. So you can do that. You can ask them and explain them about himself, for example. Okay, so that's an example of the third activity. And then another one is drawing. Okay, you can ask them to draw something using, it's like a Microsoft Paint. Okay, so click on drawing. You have there, write the instruction, draw your favorite monster. Okay, so that's how to create an activity. Make sure after the students, okay, here you see approve, pending, and not yet submitted. 31 means nobody submitted yet because students did not make it yet. Okay, so that's how you're going to create an activity for the ClassDojo so that the students can do their work. Okay. Now, here is, let's go to the student's portfolio. Okay, we will ask the students to log in. Okay, so example here, oh, the classroom login means you are in the whole class, face to face. But now we are on the online, so we're gonna click the other one. And then if you already have parents invited, you can see message parents, but if not, share. Okay, you click the send message if you already invited the parents. And on that way, the parents can receive the email from ClassDojo that they have a message from you. Okay, so here's a sample of the parents, oh, students account, sorry. So here's the student's account. Okay, so, oh, sorry, that's parents account. Parents will receive the instruction coming from you or coming from the Thai teacher, and then the parents will go to this, click on the link. The parents will click on the link, and the parents can see here the students' output, and the parents will give now the computer or the devices to the students to start creating their work. Okay, so example, you asked them to write about my house. Okay, so the students will write here. Since you are asked them to write only text, so the expected output is text. So write their usual hand in after the student answer, hand in. Okay, hand in means you're gonna give that to you, and on your account, you teacher, you can see in the portfolio. You have to refresh, by the way, so that you can receive the hand in portfolio. Look at this. There's a notification here. John Doe. Here, you can approve here, or you go to the notification, you can approve all. At the bottom, you see here, approve all. Okay, so that's how to approve. And then you can give feedback. Okay, you can like, you can add comment. Okay, to the students' output. Okay, so in this case, you are asked them to make the text, so that's why you only see the text. But it's different if you are asked them another kind of output. Okay, so that's how you approve the students' hand in portfolio. Okay, let's go now to the next. Okay, let's see here a sample video. Okay, so that's another example of how the students Alright, so she is using mobile phone. Okay, so the students can use also mobile phone or iPad. Now that's the students' work portfolio. Let's see how. Let's see the parents' accounts. Okay. So what do we expect from the student, from the parents? All right. So once you have added students, you can invite parents. Okay. Write their email. Okay. Although this was done by the Thai teachers in Patana. Okay, and then once you wrote and then click invite, and the parents will see here, you are invited. Okay. So the parents will click on this, I'm John's parents. Okay. And then this is the account of the parents. They can see this, his students, his child's work. Okay, like for example, this one, the parents can like and comment on his child's output. And this is displayed because the teacher put it in, approve it in creating the portfolio. Okay, so since parents are connected and students are connected, so the parents can see the output. So here, and the parents can also message. If the parents has another child, he can add a child here. Okay, so that's parents account. So so that you know what's expected from the parents. So if they're troubleshooting, at least you can also help the parents. Okay, next is messages. Okay, as I mentioned, one of the feature of the ClassDojo is communication. Messages is like Facebook Messenger. So after you invite the parents, okay, you can now message them directly. Okay, so here is a sample of the messages and the parents message. You can add a PDF file and send to the parents. Okay, or you can send picture. Okay, you can also send picture like this. Okay, and upload, and then click send. Okay. And you can also send a link, like for example, the YouTube video, like this one. Okay, so message is like, as I said, a Facebook message. It's very easy to communicate with the parents. Okay, so that's about messages. Okay, now let's go to the class story. Another feature in the ClassDojo is the class story. So here we have classroom, portfolios, class story. Now class story is just like a newsletter where you publish. Okay, once your parents are invited, you can add photo, file, record events. You can write the events here. Example, today, tomorrow, we're gonna have a math class. So write the event there, write the description. Okay, and then write the date and time, April 30 to p.m. Write the description. You can choose the reminders when you want to send immediately, 5 days, 1 day. or 1 hour before. Okay, click create, and it will be displayed right away since it's immediately there on the upcoming events on the right side. Okay, so the parents can see right away since it said you choose the immediately. The parents can see right away your post. Okay, so the class story is there on the parents' account. They can see what you posted in the class story. So any news, any updates, okay, so the parents can give comments to your post. Okay, so it's like Facebook. Okay, so that's the class story. This is the same also with the school story. Okay, later I'm gonna tell you, but for now, see the parents account. You see the messages that I sent a while ago. Okay, and the home is where all the class story and the school story is there. Okay, so that's about the class story. Okay, similar to class story is the school story. The only difference is that in the class story, only the activities or the teacher posted on class will be seen by the parents. The parents that are not connected in the class cannot see it. But in the school story, parents is has a privilege to see everything that's seen there on the school story. Okay. So example, if you want to create an event in the school story, like for example, today we have the teachers ClassDojo training. Okay, so I set here 2:30 p.m. This is again, this is school story. This is not the class story. Okay, a junket group, ESC, TP. So the same with the event in the class story is also here, the same event, the same format. Okay, you can choose the theme here. Okay, so we have Kajunket group ESCTP teachers will have training on ClassDojo on this day and time. So I want to remind them immediately. Okay, but I will not click create because this account is connected to the Kajunket Patana. So everyone will see it. So this is only a sample. So that's how to create a school story. Okay, so again, there's a difference. In the class story, only the parents connected to the class can see the class story. But in the school story, whatever you posted there, everything will be seen by the parents. So in summary, I show you already the class management tools in the ClassDojo. I already show you the communication part features of the ClassDojo, and I show you how to collaborate with the parents. Okay. So that's all for my presentation.